And that is pretty nice. You will never have to use a cube maker or farm for basalt or cobblestone with a pickaxe ever again. Hello everybody, Wishbone8121 here, and welcome to Tutorials of Excellence. This is Array 2, Part 2, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to add a concrete converter and a basalt cobblestone simultaneous farm that you can add to our tree farm wither cage. So basically this is a, basically turns our tree farm into a fully fledged wither-powered industrial complex, so this is great. There's a little bit of loss with basalt up here, but that's really nothing you can do about that. Basically, you just turn this on for like half an hour, and you will never need cobblestone or basalt ever again. And, you know, provided you actually built this wither cage, this makes cobblestone so fast that in the time it takes you to build this, and turn it on, you know, an hour later, it would be faster than if you just went and mined cobblestone for an hour. So, yeah, this is basically just excellent. You will not regret making this, trust me, especially if you want to make superstructures out of stone. Also, we have our beautiful concrete converter over here. Looks so nice. That is definitely cool for videos, but when you do the real thing with converting concrete, you're definitely going to want to use a single color. Just because the way that droppers are, kind of how they're random. So, yes, even though this box, you know, looks great, well, I'll just show you how it works. So basically, you're going to stand here. Actually, first I want to turn off the cobblestone farm, because you can't run the cobblestone farm when you are running the concrete converter or the tree farm. It will break the tree farm, which is, you know, something really bad you don't want to do, and it will also break the concrete converter, which you also don't want. However, you can run the tree farm and the concrete converter at the same time, so I'm going to show you how to do that. So basically, you'll just put your shulker box of concrete, presumably mostly one color at a time, but it is what it is. We're going to stand here and go into survival mode. I assume you'll be building this on a survival realm or survival only server. There we go. We're going to fill up our entire inventory, so all we have is this first and, well, let's see, what can we do? We're going to put, nope, we're going to put that in front. Okay, so we're getting rid of everything except for cyan, just for, you know, sake of showing you how this works. And we place, and it fills us back up. Excellent. Perfect. Yep. So that's how it works. It's pretty cool. And let's get right into it. Oh, last thing before we get right into it, I am working on turning this platform into also becoming a moss farm, but it's not done yet. I was posting in Technical Bedrock Archive Discord, and someone came up with the idea for it. I will post his name if I do the moss farm thing. But I don't remember his name offhand. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, we're back over by Tree Hater over here, our second prototype. This is the prototype with the these farms here, the bone meal farms. All right, so don't ask me why, but I built the I figured out the basalt and cobblestone farm here and put it on Tree Hater, and I figured out the concrete converter and put it over by Prisoner with Job. So yeah, don't ask me why I did that. I should have done the prototype for this over there as well. Though actually, this was really not that complicated, so after, it only took me about an hour or so to get this working the way I wanted to. It's very, very simple. All right, so let's get right into it. I'm going to show you how to take Silentwisperer's design, because he designed these. And I'm going to show you, yeah, I tried to do one that was just as good, but I couldn't, so I just used his. I'm going to send you to his video to build these. We'll show you how to build them, and then I'll show you how to hook them up together so that they can both run at the same time. And I don't know if I'm going to edit this out, but man, this is so great. I could just watch this for like hours and just revel in how much time I'm not, spending with a pickaxe. Okay. All right, I like that a little bit too much. All right, let's go over here, and I'll show you how to set it up. All right, so we're gonna take a piece of stone out, or it doesn't really matter. We're gonna count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, and then we're gonna put our piston there. And one piston there, and one there. And that's going to be one of the piston lines that's part of the Silentwisperer's design. And I'm pretty sure the other one goes, yep, right here. Boom, 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 and boom. Okay, so there you go. So 12, and then add 2 more below it. And what you're going to do is you're going to go over to, I'll put this video in the description. I'll link to his video in the description, but it's his easy mode wither cage tutorial. And then you're going to go to 17 minutes and 30 seconds and build the Cobblestone farm. And then once you've built that, basically behind behind the top and bottom pistons, you're going to put a row of obsidian, or crying obsidian, because crying obsidian looks cooler. And the top row of pistons is the same way, so it's 2 above. Put crying obsidian above that, and then there's going to be redstone dust on this obsidian up here. And then once you do that, go ahead and put 1 more row of crying obsidian, or obsidian there, and this is going to be the beginning of the Basalt Farm. Now, if you really want to, you could make these both Basalt Farms, you could make them both Cobblestone Farms, but I would suggest making one of each, because it runs so fast anyway. If you really want, you can just, just half an hour, you'll get as much cobblestone as you could ever want, really, unless you're making a superstructure out of stone. Which, if you are making a superstructure of like stone or smooth stone, then I would suggest building this even more so, and then build a really big furnace array. Like maybe my shulker loading, unloading super smelter, 35 or 36,000 item per hour super smelter. That would be crazy if you really want a bajillion shulkers of stone. Okay, so there you go. Build the. You want to build the cobblestone farm on the bottom. In my next, I might put another video. A third video where I show how to convert this to a moss farm as well. We'll build the moss farm right here. Though it's not ready yet, and I'm not even 100% sure if I'm going to do it, but you can. It's just a big pain in the butt, and I don't know all the mechanics yet. So I'm not ready to make a tutorial of excellence on it yet, because mine's not excellent yet. Anyway, here's the start. And go ahead and go over to Silentwisperer's video, and go ahead and build that up. All right, so I got the cobblestone farm in, and what we're going to do is we're going to take some crying obsidian, and we're going to place it in some key positions right here. First of all, boom, boom, boom. That'll make sure that this line doesn't get pushed over. We're going to put crying obsidian on top of the top pistons, which I think I showed you that already. And then we're going to put another line of it right here. That way that line won't get pushed too far. And crying obsidian on the bottom, I think I showed you that as well. So there we go. Then we're just going to do the same thing for the basalt. Alright, so our cobblestone farm works just fine, as you can see. Now we're going to look at our basalt farm, see if we can get it all up and running. First of all, I'm going to put obsidian here. There we go, and red dust on top of that. That's going to power those pistons. Then we're going to put up some obsidian right here, just like we did on the cobblestone farm. And another line right here. Alright, that should prevent anything from breaking. Now let's start it up, see if we can get things going. Looks pretty good so far. Okay, we'll stop it there. Alright, now for this, we're going to put obsidian right here. So we're basically going to leave three lines of basalt, and then we're going to set up our I'm going to show you how to set up a system to get the basalt down to the down into the farm. All right, cool. So first, I'm going to put a temporary block there. We're going to break these temporarily. Actually, there we go. And we'll put our pistons in. Okie. Put some dust on those. And we're just going to do something very simple. We're just going to use a observer like this into a block. And we'll put glass there, and there you go. Very simple. We'll do it on both sides just in case something happens. That way this can be powered from either side. It'll be less likely to break. Though I have noticed every once in a while that I have to manually break this basalt sometimes when I turn off the farm. Not every time, but every once in a while. So yeah, just be ready for that. So then let's see. This should go all the way down to here, and then underneath where the basalt's going to be going to, we will put some obsidian. There we go. Let's go ahead and run the farm until the basalt's down there. That's the wrong farm. Okay. There we go. Okay, perfect. I'll make sure that we break this. That way it will work. Alrighty, so let's break these. And then we're going to put our next set of pistons right behind it, right there. Yep, there we go. Perfect. And we'll just line redstone dust on top of that. And we're going to just basically do the same thing we just did. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hook these farms together so that they run at the same time. So let's get a line into here. And we're going to put dust there. And there. All right, and then dust going up. Oops. Then we'll do this. Okay. Then we will add a lever. It's pretty much anywhere. Turn that on. That should power off everything. We'll put a repeater, and we'll replace these with repeaters. All right, that should work. All right, so now we're going to connect our wither up. We're going to connect it straight to this block here. So let's go. Boom, boom. And we'll just connect it here. Go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we'll just do a repeater there. And done. Perfect. That should work now. Alright, so earlier I thought I had this great idea for how to make this better, and then it wasn't. So yeah, in order to get this to run properly, we're going to put observers right here. Oh, that's supposed to be a block. There we go. And perfect. So hopefully that will now work. Let's go ahead and test this out. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. All right. And then I'm gonna adjust this chamber a little bit just so we don't have buildup here, okay? What we're gonna do for this is we're gonna break these 4 wood. And when you do run the Cobblestone Basalt Farm, you should break these wood here. That way they won't get in the way here. And let's go like this. We're going to make a little space here and put some more on top. Perfect. And then just break these. There we go. Do something a little different here. We're going to put button. All right, the last thing is we should make this a water source, and that should do the difference. So hopefully we'll get no more items stuck here. Let's run it and find out. Okay. We got Basalt Farm is running. We got our stuff going. And looks like we are good to go. Yep, nothing is getting stuck anymore. Perfect. Man. And if you wanted to slide it a little faster, you could make it ice instead of glass, but I just use glass to show you that you don't really need ice if you don't want it. And that is pretty nice. You will never have to use a cube maker or farm for basalt or cobblestone with a pickaxe ever again. You can make just absolute crap loads of stone, smooth stone, you know, whatever you want to do. Very good. And now we'll show you how to make the this thing. This thingamabobber. Concrete converter. There we go. All right, now I'm going to show you how to make our little kind of like mindless concrete converter, where you just need to, you know, basically press place over and over and over. So we'll start here with at the base where the wither's standing. We'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then we will place blocks out here. And 2, 3, and yeah, this is the side that breaks. 4. Perfect. Now we're going to surround our pistons here with some glass because they're going to be waterlogged. And then we're going to surround this with glass and one more. That way our last piece of concrete powder, when we place it here and it gets pushed over, we want to make sure that it doesn't fall down before it gets turned to concrete by the water that's going to be coming out of the pistons. And we'll break these so that they don't get in the way later. All right, dispensers here. We'll put a solid block on top of that dispenser. And then we'll make a little area for the player to stand. And there we go. Perfect. We'll put a button there to prevent water from moving. And we'll put some, actually, you know what? Do I have concrete powder on me? I do. I'll just put some concrete powder there. Perfect. And waterlog these. There we go. All right, looks good. Next, we're going to place a block there and a observer going up into a block. This we're going to make 3, 4, 5. There we go. A 2x5 little area here, as well as actually I think that, yeah, there you go. We'll break that block. We'll put one there. Or does it go there? I don't remember. Hang on. Okay. Put one there. And yeah, like that. Like that. There we go. Dust, dust. That's connected. Put dust around here. Repeater on 1 tick. That's the one that's going to be sending the pulse to the pistons. Repeater on 2 ticks. That's so that this observer, even though it fires, again, this repeater will be locked by this one when it sees the piston move. Then we're putting a 3rd repeater here on 3 ticks. That will prevent. That'll keep this repeater locked when the piston retracts and when the water extends, which this should fire 4 times in total. And let's go ahead and count to see if it is in fact firing 4 times. Let's count it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. It's firing 4 times. That is what we want. Then let's go ahead and put some glass there and there. And there we go. All right, I have no clue why this matters, but what we're going to do is, there was redstone dust here before on top of that piston, and you're going to replace that with a solid block. And I'm guessing it changes how long it takes for this piston to retract, but it's just a guess. But now, as you can see, it's firing 4 times. So that's perfect. And okay. I'm going to show you how to line this up with our little wither snowball shooter here. So we're just gonna, actually, you know what? Let's just do this. We'll just go underneath. That'll be a little bit less. And there we go. Now we'll get our dust and repeater. I already had repeaters out. Okay. All right. So just get some dust. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll just do 14 just to be safe. repeater, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, perfect. And we don't need that piece right there. That should be good. Now when I place, it should start shooting the wither with snowballs. Okay, very good. That looks good. Now last thing, we'll set up our little hopper here. Hopper and a chest here. Very good. And we will put in some we're going to put in some concrete powder. And then we're going to fill up our inventory so that our inventory is full. Okay, so now our inventory is full. We got concrete powder. I'm going to go into survival mode. And let's see if this works. There we go. And you can just kind of do this with no mind, or you can set up a script if you play on a computer that places 4 times and then short break, 4 times, short break. I'm sure that's something you could find out how to do. Yeah, cool. That looks like we're all good. One last thing, we already have a few bedrock blocks in these positions to help with item collection here. But to make sure that concrete doesn't get just stuck on top of this, we're going to put 3 more right there. That should make our concrete converter work at 100% efficiency. One last thing here is if you are a little bit of a nutty person, which, you know, that happens. One other thing you can do here is we'll put a solid block there with a lever. That will lock that hopper. And what we can do with this is instead of having a chest on top, you can just put shulker boxes there. So you can just put a shulker box. If the shulker box is filled with concrete, you just put it there. And yeah, and then you just go to town, and once the shulker box is empty, you just flip the switch and break the shulker box and retrieve it. And that is pretty neat. I would probably do that if I were you. And if you're really nutty, instead of just doing that really simple shulker unloader, you can go all out and build an entire, you know, big shulker unloader on top of that. But I don't know if I'd suggest that. If you want to go AFK for really long periods of time and make a mega base out of concrete, then I would do that. If you're on a computer and also have the whole script thing going on. So it'd be worth it if you're making a mega build. If you're not making a mega build, I would probably just stick with this. In fact, I might use this over the chest. All right, cool. Well, that should be everything. I know this video is a little bit shorter. I am going to make an attempt this week to figure out how to convert, basically by pausing the Basalt Farm here. We should be able to set up a moss farm, pushing moss blocks into here so that you can get an automatically, basically an automatic moss farm going on. Shouldn't be too tough. We'll just I'll just set something that'll turn the Basalt Farm off, and I'll have moss blocks on the sides with a bunch of stuff going on. I'll figure out all the bugs and all the kinks and everything and work them all out for you. That way, the third section of this, I'll show you how to make a moss farm. If I don't make a third section of this in a week, you can just assume that I could not get the moss farm to work, and this will be the end of Array 2. But it is looking great. I love it. I think that this is just excellent. And remember, the tree farm can run at the same time as the concrete converter, so you can have both running at the same time. However, if you are running the basalt stone farm, you must turn the tree farm off. And I will just leave it at that. You guys have an excellent day. See ya.